All right, good morning, cyber traders, and welcome on this lovely Thursday. Good to see you. Raining here in New York for the next 2 days. Hopefully, the weather's nice where you are. Fall is here, and Halloween is tomorrow. And we only have 2 days of trading, and it is a busy, busy week. Good to see you, Lita. Good to see you, Brian. Everyone, Joe. Good to see you. Welcome back. A lot of earnings came out yesterday. Some companies came out with some really good news. Some of them getting a little hammered. We're going to check them out a little bit. Meta stock took a very, very big hit yesterday after hours. Listen, the stock's been on a really, really big tear, and we got a lot of big ones that are coming out this week, coming out today, and we're going to talk a little bit about them. But Meta, you could see right here taking testing pretty much these little support levels right around here. It looks like it's going to break it. So seeing the trend of Meta, it could be a good short. I know there's some ETFs on it. I also know there's some high yields on it. Actually, yesterday, I did do a short video on the NVIDIA, high yields. So I don't know if anyone had a chance to watch it, but, I got paid a very, very nice commission check, a dividend check on it. So if you guys haven't seen it, we'll post a link up really quick. I'll have Rich post it up for you, but definitely watch it. I want to do something a little bit different regarding about the high dividends. But even as everyone's always preparing, and I should have probably did a video on these stocks, I'm going to do one today on the earnings, but definitely get a chance to watch it. But Meta taking a very big hit. A couple other stocks. Microsoft also had earnings yesterday. They came out. If you notice the very interesting thing about these stocks, if you look down at the bottom on the intraday chart, they all have been hovering here since July. You could see it right here. Not really a big move on that one. You could see Meta, same thing. They all are kind of like channeling, haven't really moved that much. The only one that's been doing really well is Google. Google had good earnings yesterday. Stock is breaking all-time highs. Google has, what's crazy, we really don't trade Google that much. Kind of feel, left out a little bit, but another one hasn't really gone anyway. September, it's if you look at it where it was in July, I mean, this stock has done very, very well. I know everyone keeps talking about the NVIDIA, but from going from 160 to 200, that's a 40-cent move. When you're looking at Google, and you're talking about 200 to 300, that's a 33% move. That stock obviously did really, really well, and it's breaking all-time highs. I would love to keep it up. I think we should start keeping an eye on that too. Carvana came out. This also came out. That one is taking a little bit of a hit right here. You could see it. They all look exactly the same from June, July. They've been hovering. They really haven't made those big, big moves other than here and there. Starbucks also came out with earnings too. That stock didn't really too much. And then this morning we had all the pharmaceutical stocks, the big ones like Eli Lilly came out. That one did pretty well. And then Merck obviously came out too with it, but didn't really go anywhere itself. So those are pretty much the brand names. Now, today, this afternoon, we're going to have a lot of them going to come out. You got Amazon. That's going to be a big one. I did a video on that 2 days ago. They've been laying off people left and right. Amazon's laying off. Target's laying off. Who else is laying off that was pretty big? I saw this morning. There was another pretty big one. I forgot what else came up. I know those two are pretty big. And they're white collar jobs too. They're not these blue collar jobs. So white collar, what does that mean? That means corporate office jobs. So that's been pretty big. And the Dodgers. Are Dodgers laying off, Brian? That's right, Phil. Thanks for sharing that. UPS is laying off a lot of people. Okay, I think just as much as Amazon, 18,000 corporate jobs are coming out. So, Coinbase is coming out this afternoon. Reddit's going to come out. We're going to keep an eye on those. Rocket's also a pretty big one. We trade that a few times. Riot, that's a pretty good one. Roku's coming out too. So today's going to be a pretty big one, which could set the stage of what's going on. So regarding about also last night, President Trump did see we saw Xi yesterday from China, the president of China. Was very impressed what's going on. Market really doesn't really care too much about it, but he said that from 1 to 10, it was a 12. So we'll see how that's going to affect certain stocks. We was already factored in. The Federal Reserve did lower the interest rates down a quarter. The question is, are they going to lower it anymore in the year. He said no from the sound of it. So the market didn't like it that much. That's why we had a little bit of a correction on the Dow yesterday. And that's really where that happened. You can see that's 230 right there. And that's why we had that little correction of the market going down. So anyway, regarding about also yesterday, some stocks that we traded, there were a ton of them. NVDA was just a really, really big animal. It's been doing great. It's backing off today. OKLO, all the nuclear stocks did a big pop too yesterday, too, around the 230. That one did pretty well. We also had a bunch of them. Pump. That one is holding it pretty strong. Pump's been doing really well since mid-October. You can see from $5 to $10, 100% move right there. Fubo, that was pretty cool. Fubo was a big run up and it came crashing down. They had some really good news, but looks like it was more of like a short squeeze to me, if you ask. And who else we had? We had a bunch of them yesterday. This one did really well too. LUMU. That one went from $6.20 to about $11. It's been going up every single day. Today's on a downtrend, and a couple of nice little shorts. Yesterday, FI was that one got crushed yesterday, and it still looked like it's going lower. That went from 120 down to 60, 50% haircut. This one got a haircut yesterday. CHR and ENPH, another good short yesterday too, and it still looks like it's going lower too. It is testing some support levels right here. I won't put this on the B list. If it holds here, the April lows, we could be seeing something good. But at $30, the only thing I don't like about it is it's not tradable. You know, it looks like right now with the spread and the tier sizes, we're talking about in the 3-4 category. All right, so let's see what's moving this morning, which some people don't know about. We have the stock VCIG that's looking really, really nice. This stock is pushing up, but I'm not seeing that pretty orders out there. I was looking at level 4, and I can see there's not really that much going on over here. A couple little things here, but not that much. Not bad, though. Good volume, up 100%. 37 million shares already traded in pre-market. VCIG, we'll put that on the list. This one also is moving up pretty nicely from yesterday. This one is continuing to go up, so putting that back on the watch list. This stock was literally all the way down to less than $1. This thing has been the biggest run of the afternoon and today. CMBM. Do you want to take a guess? Probably another short squeeze. All right. So that one, as orders go, we got some iceberg orders right here hovering right here on 550. You can see at 8 o'clock program trading kick in. That thing just spiked right back up and came back down. It looked like it's now starting to make lower lows. So just be careful of that. I'm probably not a big fan of it as of right now because it is up so much. This thing is gapped up pretty big. Earnings on that one. GH, that one's doing fabulous, but we're not going to trade it. This one also gapped up pretty big, but ugly spread. VIVS, another one gapped up pretty big, but starting to trend down a little bit. MTSR, this is not MSTR, so don't get confused. Monster, this stock gapped up. We're not going to trade this one, though. Ugly spread. So far, a lot of them have ugly spreads. I wasn't really impressed this morning with some of them that showed up on the list. IBIO looked pretty good. We traded this stock before. This has been pretty fun the last couple of days. It's moving again this morning. IBIO, very tradable, nice moves. Here's the orders out there. There was a big order out here around $1.80. It looks like it got filled, so it's starting to trend down a little bit. So probably 163. You got a couple of big orders out there. That one's not bad. We'll look at that one. Losers. So a couple of earnings announcements on these losers. SFM taking a big hit. Ugly spread. There's Meta. That's the ETF on that Meta trade right there. So that's a U. We could put that one on there. META. So put Meta on there. So remember, you don't got to trade the common. You can always trade the ETFs. They all have them. And any other good shorts out there? This thing got destroyed. Oh, my God. This thing got hammered. 150 down to just when you think you can't lose anymore. Now it's down to $1. This thing got so crushed yesterday. You know what? How much lower could it go? Got about another $1 left, right? Yeah, Chipotle, I saw that one. Was it CMG, right? So Chipotle also got hit too, down to 32. Now remember, Chipotle did a split. This stock was, I don't know, was it 50-1 stock split, a 60-1? This stock was trading at the $4,000 price range, and they did the split. But this thing, that is a really, really, really bad hit on that one right there. This stock got crushed, destroyed. Put that one on the list. Might be time to start putting Chipotle on our watch list, right? All right. So New York Stock Exchange, you got CVU just came out. This one just came, this just made a nice little pop right now. I like that one. Cheap, good spread, great volatility. CVU, that looks pretty good. CVU, just posting, see what the orders are on that one. This thing's a little bit of a mess right now, but you could see some red bars. Someone's bidding it up. So this one looks pretty good. I like this one. Not bad. Nice little stock, cheap. Resistance levels, though, going back in here. Looks like around the 350. Not bad right there. GPRK, 27%, 200,000 shares. This looks like an earnings announcement play, but the spread looks really ugly. These 19%, 14%. Tao looks like it's moving up. That's one of the Chinese, Chinese education. There's EDU also. Is that moving too? If Tao's moving, usually EDU moves. EDU. No, not really. They're both in the same business, though. This one looks like garbage. Well, this stock, UMAY, we were doing really well with this one. $5 another short squeeze. It came back down, but it's moving up again this morning. We'll put that on the B list. UAMY. That one was a fun stock. We did really well with that one. You can see Eli. This is the ETF on Eli Lilly. That's another ETF. Losers. Let's go check over here. This thing's getting crushed. Just when you can't lose anymore, it's still making new lows. Bad earnings announcements on FMC. You could tell us because it's right at 4 o'clock, but they do not like it and still going lower. Wolf. That was a good, fun stock we traded. That's been a big, big run up for us. Short squeeze. Now finally it's breaking down. Stay away from it. Chipotle is on that list. You can see it's breaking all-time lows. Wow, Chipotle must really taken a very big hit. I mean, I don't know how bad the earnings were. I got to check it out, but that is not looking good right there. All right, that looks pretty much does it. Anyone else got a couple of stocks out there? I see some of you spitting them out right there. Grant says the QH. Listen, just stay away from that. Okay, just stay far away. All right, the company's probably filing bankruptcy. Google, we already talked about that, John. That one looks pretty good. We got it up there, so you can find a couple of ETFs on it, but it's expensive. We're not going to be trading a $299 stock. B, I would stay away from it. If this thing has also been moving up pretty well. That was from yesterday. That was great, but it's starting to back off. It's been a good swing trade. I mean, it's been a crazy swing trade since July, $20 to $140. One of probably the best moves out of all the ones that we've been watching. But it's a swing trade, not more of a day trade. All right. No problem. No problem, John. All right. Yes. And by the way, yesterday we did do a crypto podcast. So if you missed it, we will have the shorts up and running and the video will be running. We'll post it up in a link for you. So it was a great podcast. So it was from U-Trade from Australia. The reason why we did it at night because the time zone and they couldn't do it at our time zone. So we did at night. So definitely be there. And yes, and today we are going to have an open house at 12 o'clock. We haven't done one yet last week, but we're going to have it done this week. So please, 12 o'clock, if anyone here wants to come and join us for our open house and want to learn how to trade the markets or learn more about Cybertrade University, just here's the QR code. Take your phone. If you're watching on social media right now, turn on your camera, scan that QR code. We'll get you in there 12 o'clock today. All right, guys, for everybody else, let's get ready for the market open up. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll have this posted list on our X and on our Telegram and in our alerts. So if you're not subscribed to that, do that also. We'll see you back in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. And let's get ready for this market open up. Me, Josh, and Rich will be right back.